In today's video, we're going to talk about the beers of Montana. The other day I got to go over to Helena, our state capital, and meet with a friend of mine who's a filmmaker, and he's in the process of putting together a documentary on all of the different breweries in Montana. He's going to talk to the different brewers, the farmers that grow the products for the beer, and it's a pretty interesting Montana story, so I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Angie Friedner, and I grew up in Montana, and on this channel, we are going to tell you everything there is to know about living in Montana. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell so that you are notified every time we put out a new video.
My name is Brad Ouldhouse, and I'm an independent filmmaker living in Helena, Montana. But for the last 4 years, I've been running a video marketing firm called Social Flicks, and basically I just help small businesses tell their stories with fun little videos that they can use on their social media or their website. It's been an awesome business because I've got to travel all over the state of Montana, and that actually kind of plays into the inspiration for the film as well. I was taking my Montana Brewery Passport book and trying new beers in all these awesome places. So I had an aha moment where I could realize that these visual stories I'm telling for small businesses, I have a passion for video work, and I have a passion for craft beer. So why not merge the two? So that's how I got to, the inspiration for this film. I've had great clients. I mean, I've shot for breweries, I've shot for real estate agents, law firms, just anywhere a story can be told. The Social Flicks cameras are running, and it's just something that I absolutely love to do, and I'm very blessed that I get to do it. I've even had a lot of work during COVID, and I feel like I'm very, very lucky that way. So so that's what I do normally, and that will continue as I go throughout the film. Unfortunately, I can't just abandon my business, which is why it's going to take about 2 years in order for this film to actually get made. But I love what I do, and I guess when you love what you do, it's not work. The idea behind the film is to explore Montana's craft beer industry by visiting all 94 of Montana's operational breweries. It's a pretty big project and a pretty big undertaking. We're looking to start filming in the spring of 2021, and basically what we want to do is we want to visit every single brewery in the state, and we want to allow brewers and breweries, as well as the hop farmers and maltsters here in the state, to kind of tie in how important Montana beer is, not just to the state, but on a nationwide level. So some stats for you. According to the National Brewers Association, Montana ranks 3rd in the nation in terms of breweries per capita. We're at 11.5 as of 2019. And we rank 8th in the nation in terms of gallons brewed per legal adult. That's a big deal. We brewed just about 250,000 gallons of beer last year, and we've got just barely over 1 million people. So craft beer in Montana is great, and that's because the water that we have is quality. Some of the cleanest water in the United States, coupled with, as I said earlier, the agriculture. We grow the best barley in the world, and those are the 2 major ingredients of beer. So you bring some artists like brewers together to start making some incredible beer. It's having an impact. So I really want to uncover those stories with this film, and it should be a good time. So I mentioned that we have the best barley in the world. Through my research, I found a company called Malt Europe, and what they do is they ship our barley to, I don't know if you've ever heard of them, Budweiser. So basically our barley is in Budweiser products, in Anheuser-Busch products. It's in major beers, but all that operation is handled in that golden triangle of Montana, that Great Falls up to Cut Bank over to Havre, that area there. We're growing the best barley in the world, and it's appearing in national brands, but it's now a part and a staple of Montana brews, and I think that's what makes Montana beer unique. the idea of the film isn't just to talk about beer itself. Honestly, it's about the people that make it. And we're standing in front of Lewis and Clark Brewing right now, and Max Pigman started as actually he was one of the original founders of Realtor.com, and when he left, he was home brewing. He moved here to Helena and started a small little brewery just based off his own recipes that he'd been trying. And before you know it, within 10 years, we've got this multi-million-dollar building back here and a 6-state distribution footprint. I mean, that's just one of 94 stories in Montana that exist right now about the craft beer industry and the current movement that it's in. This is a story about the brewers, not just the big guys here, but the little guys in Webo and Wolf Point and in Ronan and just the entire culture. We want to talk about the people and highlight why they do what they do. And I'm really excited about it. An example of a beer that's gotten a lot of national attention. We don't have to look much further than the folks behind me. The Prickly Pear is a beer that is shipped to 6 states, and it ships out in cans and it ships out in kegs, and that's a very important beer because people outside of the state are drinking Lewis and Clark beer made right here in Helena. Another great example is Moose Drool out of Big Sky Brewing. Again, one of those beers that just becomes an iconic Montana taste. And when folks travel in from out of town or out of state and they want to try something local, they think of Prickly Pear, they think of Moose Drool, and then that creates that curiosity for them to try new local beers. They're always asking for local. So it's really an important story in that aspect is, our beer affects tourism. The Kickstarter campaign is basically our first foray into funding. In order to travel to all 94 breweries in the state, I need to cover the travel costs. There's some equipment upgrades that I need to make in order to make this a great film. So if you're watching this before Christmas of 2020, we're looking to raise $35,000. After fees and backer rewards and things like that, looking at probably gaining about $22,000 out of the total ask. Just to cover travel expenses and that kind of thing. The craft beer movement here in Montana has been very supportive. We've got the support of the Montana Brewers Association for this film. They're really helping us with statewide reach and reaching tap rooms that I personally can't visit at the moment. So we're drumming up a lot of support that way, but we're looking to film in 2021, and that's the adventure.
So if you guys would like to help out and contribute to Brad's Kickstarter campaign, I've put the link below in the description. And if you have any questions on any of the breweries around Montana or would like more information, please let me know in the comments, and we will see everybody next week.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information. And don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.